Hey peeps, this is Jake, bringing you another Percy Jackson YouTube video. Except today is a little different because today we're doing a Q&A, woo! And which stands for Quiet Antelope. Just kidding, I got you, didn't I? It stands for question and answer. That's so funny. So I asked you people some questions to ask me about Percy Jackson so I could answer them, instead of me asking, myself random questions, because that'd be kind of weird. So yeah, and you guys asked like really good questions, so thank you for that. So first question, I'm also reading it from paper because I'm low tech. This question is by PY Jamalama Unicorn Lovegood. That's a fantastic name. And it is, who's your favorite cabin counselor and why? Okay, so I hope this answer doesn't come off really lame, but it's Percy. So yeah, I know Percy's technically in a cabin of one, sometimes two when Tyson's there, but he's still a counselor, right? I mean, that's still technically a cabin counselor. And like, just Percy is like my favorite dude like ever, definitely like my favorite fictional character that's ever been created. And if you want evidence for why he's so awesome, it's basically just every moment in the books. So yeah, Percy #1, dude. Second question. This one's by Owl Girl. It says, who is your godly parent? And if you could choose another god/goddess to be your parent, who would you choose and why? Alright, so my father is Poseidon. And if I had to choose someone else, I'd probably choose Hermes. So I would choose Hermes, one, because I think it's kind of cool how you're surrounded, because the cabin's like jam-packed. But if you think about it, if you kind of bond with pretty much everyone in that cabin, you probably have the most friends out of any camper in Camp Half-Blood. And I know this might be a surprise to y'all, but I really don't have that much friends in real life. So that would be cool to have a bunch of camp buddies just to constantly be around. And plus, I would have the Stoll brothers would be my brothers, so that would be cool. And Hermes kids are powerful. If I was gonna be a demigod, I want to be a powerful demigod that could fight, beat up stuff. Which we see Hermes kids are powerful. Luke is a prime example, and the Stoll brothers are pretty good too. And being able to steal stuff really good can come in handy. Question number 3 is from Daughter of Hecate, and it asks, who is your favorite minor god? And if one character from the 7 had to die, who would you choose and why? Okay, so my favorite minor god is Dolphin, who is the god of dolphins and the lieutenant of Poseidon. So Dolphin is a dolphin. So you have a godly dolphin who is the god of dolphins. That is just awesome. Okay, I don't know how that wouldn't be your favorite minor god. Dolphin is the boss, man, and it's an injustice that we don't get to see him more in this series. And for who would I kill off? Now, I'm pretty sure I've asked people this question before, so I really can't, get mad at you for asking me this question, although it's really difficult and sad. Okay, so fangirls and fanboys, do not kill me. Okay, please. But if I did have to take away somebody, it would probably be Leo, which I know is oh my gosh, not Leo. But it's okay, so the way I approach this question is which ships are the most precious to me. Okay, so it's basically which ship am I most okay with breaking up. And it's not that I don't like Cleo. I do like Cleo, which if you don't know is Calypso plus Leo, because they're good, okay? But as good as Jason and Piper and Frank and Hazel, I don't think so. And plus these relationships with Frank and Hazel and Piper and Jason have been cultivated from the beginning of Heroes of Olympus. Leo's just came randomly as could be, which is still cool. And and I like it, and I'm super happy for Calypso, and I don't want to break them up at all, and I don't want Leo to die at all. But if I had to, I would probably do it for that reason. Although I really wouldn't want to. This is a really hard question. So yeah, I'm sorry. Question number 4 comes from Spooky, which is a good name on Halloween. By the way, today's Halloween. I'm going to be uploading it the day after Halloween. But anyway, happy Halloween. Hope you had a good one. Okay, so who's your favorite god from Norse, Roman, Greek, and Egyptian mythology? So I'm going to answer this like it coming from the Riordan verse books. Jeez. Instead of like actually looking at like the mythology. So I'm going to be answering like who's my favorite god like from the book. So yeah, so for Norse, my favorite god is Frey. Okay, so in the Magnus Chase books, all the gods are kind of weird, you know? Like we got Heimdall, who is like doing weird selfies all the time. Then we got Thor, who is basically just like an oaf who farts. And then like Odin, who has a weird obsession with PowerPoints. And then we got like the chill, laid back, nature loving, cool dude who is Frey. So yeah, it would definitely be Frey. And for Roman, again, kind of all the Roman, we didn't really see a lot of like good representation of Roman gods because they were all kind of cuckoo from the whole Greek-Roman split. But Pluto was really cool in the Heroes of Olympus, and he was more of a like good dude, I guess, for lack of a better term, than like Hades was. Although Hades was cool too, but I thought Pluto was really cool in the Heroes of Olympus, so I would say Pluto for Roman. And for Egyptian, it's been a while since I've read King Chronicles. I'm rereading it right now, by the way, fun fact. But I would probably say Bes, who is the god of dwarves, because I just remember him being really epic. And he would like scare people off by being ugly, which it's never really a superpower I thought of, but man, why not? You know, you do what you can. My favorite for Greek, you know, in the mythology, I'll answer this for both. In the mythology, it's actually Hephaestus, because he's like the least jerk out of all of them, and he's just got a really cool backstory, and kind of like an underdog, rise up hero story. But in the books, I'll probably say Poseidon, because he's just like the best father by far. Well, Hephaestus is a pretty good father too, but I think Poseidon's really cool in the Percy Jackson books. But also, I just gotta throw this out because she's awesome, is Hestia. So I'll kind of cheat and say Poseidon's my favorite god, and then Hestia is my favorite goddess, because Hestia is amazing, and I hope we can see her again, because she's awesome. Question number 5 is from Prim and Katniss, and it says, if both of your parents were gods/goddesses, which two would they be, and why? Okay, so this is kind of weird, given the mythology, but I would say Poseidon and Demeter. So if y'all don't know, there's this weird story in mythology where Poseidon kind of traps Demeter in a snake hole, and forces her to have some happy funsy time. To catch my meaning here, which I do not support, and you know, forcing someone to do that's really terrible. And yeah, so Poseidon, what the heck, man. But in the terms of the Riordan books, you know, Poseidon's a lot cooler than the weird mythology Poseidon. But so yeah, obviously I like Poseidon the most, and I think his like sea powers are awesome, and I would be brothers with Percy, so how could I pass that up? And then you look at Demeter, you know, who's got really powerful, like her kids are pretty powerful. You know, if you just look at Meg alone, she's really good, like the dual wielding swords, and she's got some really cool plant powers. So yeah, Demeter's really powerful. And, you know, I just feel like it would be convenient to be able to like control like agriculture. Like if I was just hungry, like sitting outside, and I was like, man, I want some strawberries. Whoosh, growing some strawberries. Instant snack, you know, easy. So that'd be pretty cool. And then you combine all that together, you just got like awesomeness. So I'm down for awesomeness. Question number 6, yeah, is by Bex. And it says, how did you get into / start into the Percy Jackson and the Olympians books? Okay, so this is like a reason I'm not overly proud of right now. But there was a day back when I was just a wee little sixth grade Jake, and you know, there was this movie out, and it looked pretty good, you know, and me and my sister went out and watched it, and it was a good movie, you know, I enjoyed it, And that movie was Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief. Okay? And then, the Christmas of that year, my mother got me this book called Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief. It's like, oh, cool, Mom. You know, I like this movie, so you got me the book. That's pretty cool. But, you know, at this time, fun fact, I was not really a reader, like, at all. You know, I read some, like, sports fiction books, but I wasn't really into reading. And I thought, like, my first thought when I saw it, like, that's cool, Mom, but this book is a little too big, you know? I'm not really a reader, so this probably isn't going to happen. Like, I didn't say that, but that was going on in my mind. But then one day, I was bored, right? And so I laid down on the floor, and I opened up that book. And I started reading. And here we are today. So I guess I do have to thank the Lightning Thief movie for something, even though I don't like it now. But it got me into this crazy universe, crazy awesome universe. But you know what I don't have to thank? The Sea Monsters movie, because that one freaking sucked, and there's no excuses. So there you go. Question number 7, from Daughter of the Mist. Would you ship Nancy and Octavian? This is an awesome question. My answer to you is yes, because these two pieces of crap deserve each other. Oh, it was just, yeah, just have fun together, guys. You know, you two just go on some forsaken island far, far away and just live out your jolly good lives together, alone, away from everybody else. Yeah, there you go, thank you. Questions number 8 and 9, okay, are from Gryffindor Weirdo. And the first one is, if you could have one power typically associated with a god/goddess who is not your godly parent, so Poseidon, who would it be and why? So this was kind of interesting because my favorite power is actually Frank's ability to shapeshift. But I don't think that's really a power associated with a god. I think that's more of a family trait, lineage thing. So I guess that wouldn't really count. So I'm going to go with Zeus's flight. Because I just think that would be really cool, just to be able to fly around. And yeah, like flight is something you just talk about like when you're a kid, like man, it would be awesome to like a fly. So yeah, that'd be pretty cool. And the next one is, what is your favorite Percy Jackson, Olympians, or Heroes of Olympus quote, and why? And it was pretty much the best underwater kiss of all time. So yes, guys, I know you're probably like, oh my gosh, everyone says that. Wow, Jake, way to be creative. But okay. So I gotta explain you to this. I got to explain this to you peeps, okay? So I told you, I got back to this into 6th grade before I was really a reader, all right? I was all into sports and stuff, which I still like sports, but I was all into sports, and I thought like romantic stuff was pretty lame, okay? So I did not even know what shipping was, okay? And I'm reading this epic series, right? This is like a huge event for me to be this much into a series. So I'm reading it. And I am just starting to like, man, I really want Percy and Annabeth to get together. I was like, why? What am I doing? Why am I wanting these two fictional characters to get together? This is so lame. Like, I didn't even know what the term shipping was, right? And I was kind of embarrassed by it. But then, by the end of the series, I was like, just screw it, man. This is awesome. Come on, Percy and Annabeth, get together. And then they did. And it was awesome. So yeah, guys, this was like my first big ship. And then, so this moment was just like the epic moment when it all just came together. And it's such a beautiful quote. And it's just, I cried manly tears that day. Actually, I didn't cry. If they were, they probably wouldn't be manly tears because I'm not that man. But it was awesome. And it's probably going to be my favorite line like forever. So, alright guys, that was my Q&A. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for asking these questions. These were really good questions, and I had fun answering them. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you guys next time.